From the students of the Department of Meteorology and Atmospheric Science, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Good morning and happy Monday. I am student meteorologist Dane Timmins with your Penn State Campus Weather Service morning forecast. Taking a look throughout the Commonwealth to start, you can see a lot of the clear skies throughout, especially up to our north and west through Erie, where we're holding into the low 50s, and into State College, where we can see some clearer conditions, some clouds starting to build in at 57 degrees. Looking across the northeast for our temperatures, starting to climb up as we head to the south and east, as we're hitting 69 in Philadelphia right now, 57 degrees in State College, but you can see a little bit of the cooler air up to the north into New England, 49 in Burlington, and 52 in Albany. Zooming in here to Pennsylvania, you can start to see a little bit more of the warmer air pushing in from the south. Like I said, 69 in Philadelphia. We're starting to approach 60 in Allentown. Still cool up to the northern tier, only 42 in Bradford this morning. You can see from the 24-hour temperature departure, 16 degrees from where we were yesterday 24 hours ago in Bradford, but starting to warm up, as you can see, a little bit towards the south. Dew points also relatively comfortable as you head north, but you can start to see those also creeping up, and a lot of that will be due to some tropical moisture that I'll get into in a second. But first, taking a look at our overall pattern, our 500 millibar heights here. So we're looking for the warmer colors, our higher heights, and the cooler colors, our lower heights. So a lot of this warm orange color you can see pushing northward, pretty strong amplified ridge throughout the east coast, and you can see off to the west coast some more of those cooler colors, a little bit more troughing there. You can also see down here to the south and east some of those dots that you can see. That's going to be our tropical systems that we're going to have some influence for cloud cover, not as much from precipitation. But we'll step forward in time. You can see a little bit more of the progression, still more of that amplified ridge pattern over the east, going to keep us relatively dry and clear as we head into midweek. And you can see that ridge start to get a little bit stronger towards the east as we move through towards the overnight hours into Thursday, and a little bit more troughing as we move out towards the Atlantic. You can see from our future weather, that's where the tropical systems are, down to our south and east, and a lot of that cloud cover will move its way into the area as we progress through Tuesday, and it'll start to move out as we move into the overnight hours Tuesday into Wednesday, but most of that precipitation will make its way south and east, won't have many impacts here to the Commonwealth. And as we step through Wednesday into midday, most of those clouds will make their way out of the region. We'll start to see a little bit more cloud cover as you move to the west into the Great Lakes region. Zooming our way into the northeast, you can see that cloud cover that's making its way into the area today, and then into Tuesday. That'll start to clear out Tuesday evening as the tropical systems move their way to the east, and it'll clear up as we move into Wednesday. Most of those clouds will stay off the eastern seaboard, but we'll see some more cloud cover out to the Great Lakes region through Michigan, parts of Ohio and Indiana as we make our day, or as we go through the day on Wednesday. Future temps, we'll start to see more of that warm air push its way into the area today. Highs in the mid-80s as you move to the south and east, mid-70s throughout most of central Pennsylvania, and we'll start to creep into the 80s as you move to the south and west. Overnight and tonight, we'll start to see the temperatures drop off just a little bit into the mid-50s throughout most of Pennsylvania, except for really Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, which will stay into the mid to upper 60s. Might get a little bit cooler up into the northern tier near areas like Bradford, but otherwise should be right around the mid-50s. But as we move into the day tomorrow, we'll start to see a little bit more of the warm air push its way up. 80s, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. State College in the mid-70s. We could creep up into the upper 70s. Otherwise, going to be a pretty comfortable day, lower dew points, not a lot of cloud cover as we move into Tuesday evening, as that'll start to move out, and that'll bring a lot more radiational cooling as we move into the overnight hours on Wednesday, or into Wednesday, into the upper 40s into some areas. I wouldn't be surprised if we see up into the Grand Canyon area of Pennsylvania into the low 40s as well. So a little bit more of that fall-like weather starting to move its way in to our area. For today, however, 77 degrees in State College, mostly cloudy skies. I'd expect it to get more cloudy as the day progresses. Otherwise, it's not going to bring any precipitation. It's going to be a relatively comfortable day here. Overnight, we'll see more of the clouds build in, as you saw earlier, with the low of 54 degrees and cloudy. And then as we move into the day on Tuesday, we'll see even more of those clouds build in. Might see a peak of sunshine throughout the afternoon hours on Tuesday, but highs generally in the upper 70s. And as we take a look into our 7-day, like I said, mostly going to be a cloud event, nothing in terms of precipitation, highs in the mid to upper 70s. But you can see as we hit into Thursday, it's going to cool off a good bit as highs only reach into the upper 60s in State College. But again, as the week progresses, we're going to lighten up on those clouds. It's going to get a lot sunnier throughout central Pennsylvania, and the highs might start creeping back up into the upper 70s. From the Penn State Campus Weather Service, I'm student meteorologist Dane Timmins. Have a great day.